Let's cut the bull. Facebook didn't just connect friends, it quietly strangled competition. They bought Instagram and WhatsApp, not because they liked the photo filters or encrypted chats, but because they didn't want any pesky rivals stealing their ad money. Guess what? That's not growth. That's a hostile takeover disguised as corporate hygiene. They tracked your clicks, your likes, even your hat obsession and weaponized it to flood your feed with addiction loops and political targeting. Election season? They were the silent puppeteer behind billions of eyeballs. And don't tell me they weren't selling influence. They orange you mad with Cambridge Analytica? That was your data under fire again. They owned your data, your relationships, your time. So yeah, Meta's guilty and the FTC is asking the big question. If you can't innovate, can you legislate? Ladies, gentlemen, and $1,000 VC backers, this isn't a social media showdown. This is the FTC versus Meta antitrust trial, and yes, it's shaking up the tech world. So what's the deal? The FTC says Meta is monopolistic, plain and simple. They claim Facebook stomped competition by swallowing up Instagram in 2012 and WhatsApp in 2014, companies that once threatened their empire. Their argument? Meta's not competing on ideas, they're competing on buying power. When that fails, they just buy the entire company. That's not innovation, that's corporate brinkmanship. Here's a key twist. It hinges on how you define the market. Meta says, we're just part of a big digital world. Pinterest, TikTok, YouTube, they're competitors too. But the FTC says, nope, we're talking about social networks. If you can't post or like without going through Facebook or its apps, it's a monopoly. Now, let's talk about Zuck front and center. That guy's on the stand, defending each acquisition, each data practice, each sprint to keep users locked in. But at the heart of the trial is a question. Did Facebook pay for Instagram and WhatsApp solely because they were great products, or because they feared real disruption? Imagine you're a small social app, watching your traction vanish the moment Meta launches a competing feature or coughs up billions to swallow you whole. That's being wiped out, not outgrown. And the FTC isn't messing around. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, they're pushing for court-ordered breakups, structural changes, even divestitures. Because if Meta is forced to spin off Instagram or WhatsApp, keep them separate sets a legal precedent for big tech. Apple might no longer get to gobble every startup, Google might need to stop squeezing rivals, Amazon might lose monopoly immunity. Here's where it gets cinematic. Zuck's testifying in real time, and every awkward answer on cross-exam exposes them to deeper scrutiny. Did he follow the law? Did he put consumers first or just shove in-your-face ads into your feed? And speaking of ads, Meta's business model isn't just about fun filters, it's about selling your eyeballs to the highest bidder. That means political ads, health misinformation, divisive content engineered by a tracking infrastructure Zuckerberg built and the FTC's calling foul. This isn't just about Facebook. It's a watershed moment for every tech giant from Apple to TikTok. Yes, they're watching too. If Meta gets broken up, others know the DOJ might be next. Now, the defense will say love it or hate it, Facebook revolutionized how we connect. The acquisitions saved Instagram. The acquisitions saved WhatsApp. They'll argue scale means better security, better features, better service. But that's like saying owning every gas station makes you a better fuel provider. Monopoly doesn't always equal better. So what happens next? If the court rules in favor of the FTC, we could see Instagram and WhatsApp restored to being independent companies, no dark overlord calling the shots. If Meta wins, they keep their empire, and every other platform gets a license to kill, clone, or buy their competitors with zero consequences. That means you stay locked into filter drug feed loops. Small startups stay locked out. And the next time someone asks why nothing new is happening in social apps, you'll know why. Here's your legal cliffhanger. Is this trial a half measure like slapping cuffs on a titan? Or is it the beginning of digital deconsolidation? In the courtroom, they're fighting over Instagram and WhatsApp. But in the real world, It's your attention, your data, your future on the line. Meta isn't defending social networks, they're defending a digital fortress built on buy-ins, not breakthroughs. This isn't just a trial. It's the first domino in big tech's reckoning with real-world consequences for creators, users, democracy. So, if you still think this is about cute posts and selfies, you're missing the bigger picture. It's market security, not national security, that's being defended, and guess who's paying for it? Better call Saul.